and welcome to this week's episode of Fight Factory Weekly. It's the 19th episode, so if you've seen the other 18 episodes, you know the drill right now. I am your host, the pretty boy Peter Payne, and right now we say, let's see what's coming up on today's show. Then there's my voiceover, which is going to happen right now. On today's episode, we will feature two matches from the FFW Breakout Tour, the first of which sees Dishonourable Dave Isaac taking on the steampunk sensation Edward Ripper in that long-awaited rematch. And in our main event, we will see an intergender tag team match. It's King Kendo and Eliza Rue taking on FFW owners, Lincoln's very own Dutch, and for the first time in the ring, Miss Rebecca. Now, we know how tumultuous, how explosive the rivalry between Dishonourable Dave Isaac and Edward Ripper has become. For example, at Legends, we saw that epic brawl between the two spill over onto the streets of Lincoln, and then at the 12 Bouts of Christmas, we saw Edward Ripper pick up the win with a tremendous feat of agility. But now, it's loud, it's Breakout, it's the rematch. It's the steampunk sensation Edward Ripper taking on Dishonourable Dave Isaac. Let's throw it to Nick Raven at ringside and see how it all unfolded.
And what a way we have got of kicking off the Breakout Tour right here tonight at Louth Town Hall. It is the anticipated rematch between the steampunk sensation and this guy, Dishonourable Dave Isaac.
Weighing 230 pounds, hailing from Bradford, here's Dishonourable Dave Isaac.
Certainly making a name for himself so far here at Fight Factory Wrestling with that feud, if you will, with the steampunk sensation. Just cast your minds back to Legends and 12 Bouts of Christmas. Think about Legends, just that initial confrontation and the brawl that followed, where it literally did spill out onto the streets of Lincoln. And then 12 Bouts of Christmas, the first in-ring match between these two. And what a match that ended up being, with the steampunk sensation Edward Ripper taking the honours after that amazing flip, which then turned into the spear and the 1, 2, 3. Although let's not forget, DDI had other intentions after that match, and now he's got a mic.
Shut up, Louth. Cheese balls. I know there's some people up here and they think they're better. Just because you paid out a bit more, you're just a different class of cheese. You're like the deer-eating dunker to the laughing cow down here. Right, so what's happening then? Well, once again, I find myself pitted against Teddy Stripper. Alright? Now, I've got nothing to prove. I've put him on his backside many times. He's got a lucky win at 12 Bouts. I'll tell you why he got a lucky win at 12 Bouts. No, because the ref can't count. You don't shut up, you're giving me a migraine. The ref could not count. Now, I look at the card tonight, and who should be reffing this match? Slapless the Clown. Yeah, he's one fans there. Slapless. Now, Slapless, if you've seen anything on the internet, got involved mine and Teddy's debut fight at 12 Bouts. Now, I expect him to come on here and do his job with honour, as I hold myself with honour every time I step inside this ring. What I'm saying is, Slapless, you better learn to count. That's DDI out.
Ladies and gentlemen, as DDI just broke its heel, the referee for this match, if you would welcome him to the ring, Sleepless!
And Sleepless making his refereeing debut here in Louth.
And introducing DDI's opponents.
Sleepless, of course, currently suffering with a shoulder injury, hence why he can't actually take part in ring competition. However, FFW management have allowed him to be part of the refereeing team whilst he's recovering. And I'll tell you what, it's certainly nice to see him still part of the FFW while he's recovering. And speaking of nice to see, here he is.
Weighing 240 pounds, he hails from Old London Town, the steampunk sensation, Edward Ripper!
The steampunk sensation from Old London Town, just outside the asylum. And it goes without saying every single time that the steampunk sensation enters the FFW arena, well, the crowd really do pop, the crowd really do enjoy themselves, and the crowd always love seeing the steampunk sensation, Edward Ripper. And Edward Ripper was arguably the most epic entrance music so far in FFW. DDI looking on. Just constantly looking, gazing at Edward Ripper, not really taking his eyes off him, to be honest. This all goes down to the bad blood between the two in this initial feud, which is this one being match number 2 of that feud, and Edward Ripper getting the crowd involved, and I'm not quite sure if that's part of the refereeing syllabus there by Sleepless, but nevertheless, initial lock-up here, Ripper and DDI. And DDI has proven in the past he kind of does have a slight strength advantage over Ripper. It's not a great deal, but with the technique as well, DDI does actually entail and actually has available to him. DDI does actually really come across rather strong in these encounters. Now, second lockup now. Collar elbow tie-up, and Ripper this time managing to get the advantage. Like I said, it wasn't exactly a huge advantage to DDI, but it is certainly there, and you'll notice that just on certain occasions, I should think, throughout this matchup. Third time a charm as once again collar elbow tie up, and now Ripper with the technique there, managing to isolate the arm and turn it there, yanking the arm as it goes round, and now has got the wrist lock on DDI. Ripper there, turn it into a hammerlock. Now side headlock control standard. Ripper saw the arm and again goes back to hammerlock. Now waist lock. DDI's looking for the escape but can't quite catch Edward Ripper as there now. His fingers got the full Nelson on. Can't quite see if their fingers are locked. And now transitions again. Headmare takedown, and Edward Ripper there just almost schooling DDI in technical catch as catch can. And what's going through DDI's mind at the moment after being embarrassed technically like that? Now DDI this time, bit of his own technique there, but look at that, the elbow strikes the back of the head, out the view of the referee, and now knee strikes here. Now isolating that arm itself into almost an arm bar. Just not even going for technique there, just slapping the back of Edward Ripper's head. And DDI really just mocking Ripper in his own way. Behind Ripper most definitely there as another lockup now, and DDI there drops down with an arm drag. not following through. Once again, just almost like a one-upmanship. And hostile one-upmanship at that. Lock up yet again, and that hip toss there by DDI, and once again not following through, just proving a point against the Steampunk Sensation. Now DDI picks up the Steampunk Sensation, big scoop slams directly in the centre of the ring, and look again, DDI taking the time, and just, again, it's just one-upmanship here, not wanting to follow through, just saying, I can pick you up, I can slam you down, I'm going to mock you at the same time with my guns. DDI though looking for a swing and misses. Ripper there, ducks under, and big shoulder check there by Ripper. That knocked DDI a bit for 6. Comes over, Japanese arm drag there by the Steampunk Sensation. And now picks him up. Big scoop slam of his own. Referee out of position there, going for the count, or going for the pinfall. My apologies. And now Edward Ripper may be looking for that second rope splash. But no, look at that DDI there, holding on to the ankles and bringing down the Steampunk Sensation the hard way off of that second rope. DDI strikes in the corner there of Ripper. Sends him off into the opposite corner. DDI follows through, big strike there. Almost like clothesline stroke lariat on the Steampunk Sensation. And now DDI on that rope and pummeling down on the Steampunk Sensation with big fists on the back of his head.
Watch what? How good I am, thanks mate.
DDI sends Ripper off again, opposite corner. And just look at those shoulder strikes now, ramming the shoulder straight into the sternum of the Steampunk Sensation.
Come on, you can do it! Come on, you can do it!
Big overhand strike there with the forearm. And now DDI taking a shortcut, if you will, choking Edward Ripper on that bottom rope. Show no regards for Sleepless, or as he calls him, Slapless. Where that name comes from, I'll never know. I mean, who is this Rasen character anyway? But anyway, DDI there with some just ramming the head, rip into the corner, and now sends him off the ropes, looking for something there. Big black hole slam there by DDI. The cover, 2 count only though for DDI on that occasion. DDI is speeding up a little bit, but again, still taking time to question the referee's count, to question Sleepless's count, rather than really what he should be doing in that keeping on task. Although DDI now cinching up for a suplex, but Ripper is blocking it. And now strikes, reversal, is Ripper now going for the suplex, but no, DDI counters as well. And they're fighting desperately for this suplex. And DDI now got Ripper up with the stall warning suplex and crashes down like a rogue MiG. Now DDI setting up for something here. Off the ropes, big elbow directly into the heart of the Steampunk Sensation. Now DDI just picking his shots. Big stomp there, straight into the stomach of the Steampunk Sensation. And now from the opposite side again, big leg drop by DDI. Now lateral press, holding down the shoulder, but only getting a 2 count there, DDI. DDI still on top though, whipping Ripper into that corner. Now opposite corner follows through, but look at that Ripper there, managing to get out of the way, and also hitting that drop toe hold And snake eyes in DDI on that bottom turnbuckle. Now Ripper on top, looking for his free gentleman. You've got to believe cinches him up. There's number one. Hit number two. Number two hits. Ripper taking his time there. Looking for the third and final one though. There is that third suplex, that third of the gentleman. Now lateral press and shoulders up, pinned down. It's a two, and it's only a two there for the steampunk sensation, Edward Ripper. Now Ripper dropping an elbow of his own there. Look at the elevation on that massive elbow straightly into the heart, if he's got one, of DDI. Cover, two count only. The Ripper there, DDI his corner, whips opposite corner. And now, Eddie Ripper follows through that big splash. An avalanche style splash in the corner, opposite corner now. Steampunk sensation follows through, cartwheel, back elbow. One more time, opposite corner again. Final time's the charm. Big avalanche once more. And DDI is on his hands and knees. That just a kick there from Edward Ripper. That's less gentlemanly than normal, although cinches them up. Magistrar cradle. Two, but no, DDI managing to kick out with the leverage of the ropes, if you will. Although Ripper definitely on all cylinders at the moment, and now you've got to believe he's biding his time. He's measuring DDI as he's looking for that big spear. Look at that DDI there, using Sleepless to get back up. And now goes for the spear, but look at that though. DDI there pulls in Sleepless, and Ripper couldn't quite stop himself. Caught Sleepless out of nowhere, and now DDI looking for something. Cinches him up, and it's the red alert slam there by DDI. And well, this is no Sleepless with a count there, and has to count
the 3. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Dishonorable Daylighter, DDI.
And Dishonorable is right, pulling Sleepless in the way of that spear. It was not a clean victory at all, but it's going to go down the record books as one apiece as they share the honours. But I can't believe it though, Ripper looking for that spear, DDI pulling Sleepless in the harm's way of that spear, using him like a human shield, if you will. Dishonourable tactics indeed, but the red alert slam there, and I hate to say it, your winner, Dishonourable Dave Isaac.
The douche! DDI picking up the win, and even in the honours, it's one apiece in that rivalry now. Edward Ripper inadvertently spearing Sleepless the referee, and in the confusion, DDI hitting the red alert slam for the win. Now on to our main event, and I am so excited to bring this one to you. It's King Kendo and the Scarlet Mistress Eliza Rue taking on the team of Lincoln's very own Dutch, and for the first time, her in-ring debut, Miss Rebecca. This match absolutely exploded, and we're going to bring it to you now. In our main event is King Kendo and Eliza Rue taking on Dutch and Miss Rebecca. Let's throw you to ringside and see how this match unfolded.
I'll tell you one thing right now, every time I hear this music, it just mesmerises, it scares me half to death.
Representing the agency, first from Grantham, Eliza Rue. And the tag team partner, he is the reigning WAW European Champion and ECTA Heavyweight
Shane Manson's, what he's now coined the term, agency. And if you have any doubt on the credentials of King Kendo, all you need to do is look at the shoulders, look at the gold, look at the WAW European Championship. And as was mentioned earlier on, King Kendo only has one thing on his mind: obtaining more gold, obtaining the Fight Factory Wrestling European Championship. That was what he wanted here tonight. Instead, we have intergender tag team match. We have King Kendo and Eliza Rue against the team of Dutch and CEO of Fight Factory Wrestling, Miss Rebecca.
And their opponents.
And finally, the music of the Dutch wonder himself plays. There is Miss Rebecca, and there is your Fight Factory Wrestling European Champion, Dutch.
She is the owner and CEO of Fight Factory Wrestling, Miss Rebecca. And her tag team partner, he is the current reigning Fight Factory Wrestling European Champion, Lincoln's own Dutch.
Call this team Fight Factory Wrestling if you will, Dutch, Miss Rebecca. And I'll tell you one thing right now, never did I ever expect to see Miss Rebecca involved in an officially sanctioned match here at Fight Factory Wrestling. Although, let's face it, she's probably the one that sanctions them. You know the only reason she's involved in this matchup is to get a piece of Eliza Rue. The amount of disrespect she shows day in and day out to both Dutch and especially Miss Rebecca, it goes without saying. Dutch there say it's all about the European Championship, and you've got to believe he's not the only one that's thinking that coming in to this matchup. You've got to believe that King Kendo also believes that it's all about that European Championship. And you know he wants to add that to his collection within the very near future. King Kendo and Dutch are in the ring, and well, Dutch is trying to get the crowd to pipe up a bit, give him that bit of support. It's not going to take much effort to do that. And Kendo there, King Kendo, really not appreciating the noise of the ringside fans. It's the anticipation of these two behemoths to lock up. Go, finally, the big lock-up between Dutch and King Kendo. There, King Kendo, big knee there to the stomach of Dutch. You had to wonder who was going to win that first exchange. Big thrusting chop. And now, off the ropes, big collision there, and Kendo moved a little bit. Dutch saw that, tried to go for a second shoulder check, and having some effect on King Kendo, maybe. And look at that flying clothesline there by Dutch, knocking down the giant of King Kendo. And there, a second one. And King Kendo rolled out of the ring very quickly, trying to get a breather, not expecting the power of Dutch to play the part that it did, knocking down Kendo. Kendo on many occasions. And there, King Kendo, calling over Eliza Rue to plan tactics. So the tag was made there. And once again, Eliza Rue's got to tag out to Dutch and King Kendo come over. Look at King Kendo there. Just, he went around the ring, he's trying to blindside Dutch there, and just blinding his right as he just poked Dutch squarely in the eyes. And there, Kendo was choking Dutch on the middle rope, but as the referee acknowledges King Kendo, Eliza Rue, who's on the apron, just literally using her legs to continue the damage on the vocal cords and the larynx of Dutch. Bionic elbow there by King Kendo. And now again on that middle rope, just punishing the throat of Dutch. And it's not legal, don't get me wrong, as the referee there was admonishing King Kendo, but well, say what you will, it's certainly effective at this moment in time. And Kendo there now with the stomps on Dutch, who's laying prone and vulnerable on that bottom rope. Now back up to a vertical base, Kendo there hitting with a European style uppercut, just keeping his hand open to avoid any more admonishment from the referee, but look at that. Staring down Miss Rebecca there, and Dutch managing to get some sense to him, back up, and now whips Kendo into the opposite corner, follows through a big charge, and kicks, and just trying to, and now look at can it be Dutch is trying to remove the mask of King Kendo, and well, what can be said if this happens? Oh. I'm not quite sure if I actually wanted to see that or not, to be honest. The referee, though, managed to stop Dutch from doing that, and King Kendo now he's offering the handshake, and Dutch isn't falling for it, but I'm more worried about what King Kendo's got in his left hand. It's a bottle of water, of all things, and I'm not quite sure what Kendo has got on his mind as he's desperately trying to get Dutch to shake his hand, which he has done, and now I'm kind of confused. Shaking the hand of Sleepless there. And there is he offered the handshake again. King Kendo just clobbered Dutch on the temple with the hard plastic part of that bottle, that opening. Kendo picking up Dutch by the head, heading there over, looking for a head of steam. Kendo diving headbutt there by King Kendo. And now continuing to work on the head, King Kendo has got Dutch in, it looks like a sleeper hold. Can't quite see the arm position there, but it looks very much like a sleeper, although transition now as Dutch is trying to make his way to vertical base. A nerve hold. Dutch breaks out the nerve hold though and is cut off as he hit the ropes by King Kendo with a massive clothesline. And there, King Kendo taunting Miss Rebecca. And now King Kendo's back into that nerve hold. Grasping the trapezius muscles of Dutch, and the pain that actually sends through your body is intolerable. And now Dutch work his way back out again off the ropes. Head of steam, ducks a clothesline, but King Kendo there with the big back elbow. And Dutch is laid out once again. Can somebody please translate what King Kendo was saying just then? As now, King Kendo once again is back to that nerve hold on the trapezius muscles. Look at that though. Kendo raking the eyes there very briefly just to get more, just put more punishment to Dutch. And Dutch once again back up to a vertical base, hitting the back elbows. Kick off the ropes, ducks a clothesline off the ropes again, ducks a back elbow, and Dutch a big flying clothesline, managing to take down the giant of King Kendo. And there has tagged it out to Miss Rebecca, forcing the tag to Eliza Rue. And attentive moment by Eliza Rue. Miss Rebecca there shoots on Eliza Rue. And now it's just literally roughing up the redhead. But look at that though, Eliza Rue, that countering into that pin attempt. 2, only gets a 2 though. And now Rebecca back, pin attempt herself, the shoulders are down. 2 count only. Now Becca measuring Eliza, but there Eliza with the drop toe hold. And now looking for something, hit up some sort of bow and arrow attempt, it appears. Look at that, look at the torque on the shoulders there of Miss Rebecca. But no, Miss Rebecca managing to power it out into a pinfall attempt. 2, no, 2 count only. But look at Miss Rebecca grabbing hold of that leg, and now he's got that leg grapevine, big knee bar there for Miss Rebecca. And look at the pain that Eliza Rue is in as their Dutch gets in the ring to cut off the attempt there by Kendo to get involved. And now Dutch and Kendo are at it. Becca's still got that knee bar, and Eliza, I'm so surprised she hasn't tapped yet. There, Kendo into the corner, Dutch follows through, and my God, again, Sleepless. Sleepless has just been pummeled accidentally there by Dutch as Kendo dragged him in. Look at that though, now DDI's involved. I mean, what on earth is going on? Kendo there as well, just booted Miss Rebecca, now throw that knee bar. Oh my God, no, please no. Kendo with a big avalanche there onto Miss Rebecca. DDI has Dutch tied up in the ropes, living strong. Oh God, no. No, please, no! But Ripper's in the ring now, and there's security and medics and it's just broken down to chaos.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to interference, this match has been declared a no contest.
Dutch has just gone after Kendo, Ripper's going after DDI, Becca's still down. Oh, God. Please, just clear that ring. Rebecca needs help.
Corner off, okay. Right.
I just don't know what to say. Ripper and DDI are still at it at ringside. For Christ's sake, so somebody get Kendo out of that building.
April 15th, we're in Rasen. You've got your title match, but prepare flowers because it's going to be your funeral.
Dutch is possessed. Dutch there, blinded by rage and by revenge. Has just offered King Kendo a title match at Market Rasen on the 15th of April. And Rebecca being helped out as we speak, and just look at those two sickos there on the stage.
One absolutely explosive contest. I was at ringside, as always. I'm making sure things go tickety-boo, and let me tell you something. The atmosphere was electric. The fans were making so much noise, so much passion on show, until this Honourable Dave Isaac interferes, ties Dutch up in the ropes, and allows King Kendo to deliver that devastating Kendo bomb on Miss Rebecca. And I speak for everybody here at Fight Factory Weekly when we wish Miss Rebecca a very speedy recovery. But there's one more twist to the tale. and that is King Kendo getting the shot at Dutch's European title on the 15th of April in Market Rasen at the Festival Hall. I can't wait to see that one. It's going to be particularly explosive with all the history between Dutch and Kendo, and of course, Dutch wanting serious revenge for that Kendo bomb. Well, there's just one thing for me left to say. I've been beautiful, you've been beautiful. This has been Fight Factory Weekly. I have been the pretty boy Peter Payne, and we will see you next time for more FFW action.
The day we're born to live our lives. The day we're born to somehow